the solution for this example. So what we've got here is we need to know how many of these cells have the word general labor in it. And it could be anywhere. There could be text before or after. So we're going to make use of our wildcard characters. And what we'll also do is make use of a COUNTIFS. So let's use COUNTIFS. So what we're asking for is, in this case, we wanted to look up anything that contains the word general labor. If we leave it like this, it's going to have to be general labor and nothing else around it. So the actual criteria is we can put wildcard characters. We're going to put an asterisk, or the multiplication sign, an ampersand, the reference to the cell, another ampersand, inverted commas, an asterisk. So you can see we're looking for star, general labor star. Where must it look for it? Must look for it in this column here. So that's fine. We say OK. And it tells us there's 4 cells, 4 people who match just that description. If we've done the dollar signs correctly, I should be able to copy it across. And you'll see there's 4 people that are general labor, 31 skilled. But we must be careful because the chances are in that 31, we've counted the semi-skilled and the skilled supervisor. And same here, these 4 probably contains this general labor supervisor. The next thing we need to do is do the non-matches. Now I suppose we could add this up and just subtract it, but I want to do it with a COUNTIFS. So I'm going to go find and COUNTIFS. And now the criteria is going to be it must not equal to whatever's in D4. Now what you'll notice is if I put my inverted commas here, that's not really going to help. What that's saying is don't equal the word D4 and nothing here equals D4. So we have to be a little bit more careful here. We need to create a reference. So in inverted commas, I'm going to put don't equals, and I'm going to put a star, that's our wildcard character, close the inverted commas. Then I'm going to put an ampersand and refer to this cell here, then put another ampersand and put the star in inverted commas. So you can see we're now telling it to anything that's not equal to the word general labor, but with the asterisk on either side, which is a wildcard character. Where must Excel look for it? In this column here, dollar signs, and when I say OK, you'll see it tells me there's 145 non-matching items. If the dollar signs are correct, I should be able to copy it across, and you'll see that in each case we add up to a total of 149, which seems to make sense because if there's so many of that, the opposite should add up to the same number. The last one is now we want to look at this, so we're going to look at general labor, but I wanted to find matches of general labor but exclude anywhere where it says general labor supervisor. So we're going to do a COUNTIFS, but this time it's going to be, we'll have to use a few criteria. So what's the first criteria? We're saying, is it equal to, and because it's a partial match, I'm going to put my asterisks and whatever's in there, and in inverted commas the next one. We must look for that. Must look for it in this. So that's fine. However, we've got a second requirement, and the second requirement is, so I'm going to put inverted commas, it must not equal to, I'm going to put my star, close inverted commas, put the ampersand, and tell it to look for that word there. Put the ampersand, inverted commas, and the star. Where must it look for this? This must look in here. So what we're saying here is it must go here and look for general labor, and it can be in any form, and normally it would then include wherever there's the word general labor supervisor, but we've explicitly told it it must not equal general labor supervisor. So when we say OK, you'll see it gives us 3, which makes sense. There were 4 of these, 1 of these, so presumably that one is sitting in there, so the answer is 3. This one's going to be one more requirement because we've got 3 items that we want to use. So we want to look at skilled, but we want to exclude where it's been used in semi-skilled and skilled supervisor. So we're going to again do a COUNTIFS. First part's going to be the same. The criteria is we're going to look for skilled, but we need the asterisk in front of it. So I'm going to put in inverted commas asterisk, ampersand, ampersand, asterisk in the inverted commas. Where must Excel look for that? In this column. Range 2, we're now saying look at that semi-skilled, but we don't want it to equal that. So in inverted commas, I'm going to put not equal to star, inverted commas, ampersand. So you can see we're building it up here. Ampersand, star. So that looks correct. Where must it go look for that? Over here with my dollar signs. And the last one, if I just drop down here, there's criteria range 3. So again, same thing. I'm going to say look at whatever's in there, but we actually don't want to look at it. So in inverted commas, not equal to star, inverted commas, and you'll see it's building it up. Ampersand, in inverted commas, asterisk, dollar signs. And when I say OK, you'll see it gives us 26, which again does seem to make sense. 31 minus the 4 semi-skilled and 1 skilled supervisor is 26.